on this date, we come to this place to remember 4 carpenters who fell to their death from the 36th floor of the Bentall Tower number 4.
It's important to remember that 4 people lost their lives in the construction industry on this date in 1981. It's important to remember that we continue to have carnage at the work site. Over the course of the last 10 years, we've lost on average 33 construction workers every year. It's important to remember that we've got a lot of work to do to make our construction sites safe. It's important to remember that we can improve our work sites by improving the training that workers have. So this is important date to remember not only those 4 workers that are lost, not only the 835 workers who have died since that date in 1981, but also to remember that we have our work cut out for us to make certain that people are properly trained before they go on the work site, because we know that a properly trained worker is going to work much more safely than a worker who has no idea what they're doing.
Things have improved over the last number of years, but there still are lives being lost and people being injured, and every single one of those people is from someone's family. It's a mom or a dad, it's a son or a daughter, and every single time that happens, it's one time too many, and we all know that.
A number of technologies have certainly improved the work site at the construction industry. The number of inspections that have come into, especially into residential construction, I think have improved the safety record inside residential construction, and that's been a big benefit. WorkSafeBC has done, I think, a very good job of increasing the number of inspections at residential construction sites. Other things that haven't improved, we haven't got enough inspectors. We should have more inspectors going out and checking the work sites, because we know that there are situations where workers are working in industries that they're being exposed. I mean, how many times do we have to have a contractor defy the regulations regarding asbestos? This last year, we lost 17 people due to exposures. They had long, hard, miserable deaths. Some of them, I've met with some of these people that are walking around with oxygen tanks, barely breathing. It is shameful when people, when contractors refuse to provide the necessary personal protective equipment to prevent workers from exposures. So there's lots yet to be done, and we've just got to make certain that we're providing the resources to WorkSafeBC and other agencies to see that those inspections are being done.
If there is a legacy, if there is something that we can leave for those 4 workers who lost their lives in 1981, for the hundreds of workers who have lost their lives since, the thing that we can do first and foremost is make the commitment and fulfill the commitment that we are going to reduce those injuries, those deaths, and we are going to do it together.
We do a multitude of things, and we're not alone in that regard. You know, we need the support of labor, we need the support of industry themselves and all the employers, but you know, we focus on construction. It's one of our high-risk areas. We recognize that it's high risk, and so we have a dedicated team of officers that focuses on construction, more so in the Lower Mainland than throughout the province, but generally throughout the province. We have a number of initiatives focused on not only high-rise construction, but residential construction. Falls from elevation are the #1 accident that occur when it comes to workers being seriously injured or fatally injured. And so we developed a residential team, dedicated officers again to focus on residential construction. We just finished in the month of November last year now, doing a 6-month blitz on residential. We called it the Stay on Top residential blitz, and we had officers dedicated to doing increased number of inspections during the off hours throughout the summer months, for the most part, to focus on residential framers and roofers, and to really put the message out there that we have a zero tolerance when it comes to not wearing fall protection and not protecting yourself against falls from elevation.
The role of everybody in the construction industry is to make the policymakers aware of how inherently dangerous the industry is. There are things that we can do working together to lessen the impact of injuries and death at the work site. We've got to focus in on that. So everybody in the industry should be involved in that.